Okay, the front roller gonna using this lightweight, high-grade 19mm aluminum roller. Um, this is my best recommend roller for the front setting, and the advantage of this roller, first thing, it is very stable, and the second thing, it's really light because it's a lightweight design, have the little hole on it. Another thing, the reason I don't want you to use the plastic ring roller or either rubber ring roller on the front, because first thing, the aluminum ringless roller, which is this one right here, it have more smooth surface, but of course it's when it's getting old, it's gonna be really rough right here, but it's okay because this roller has bigger contact surface right here, so it can give you pretty stable on the front, can guide you, I mean can lead you stay in the truck, I mean especially lane change or either on the corner. Okay, so it can be really stable on the corner or or either lane change, because this one has better contact surface right here, so give you a better friction and resistance. Okay, so before you set up roller, I'm gonna just go ahead and clean a little bit right here because it's brand new, and just gonna go ahead and spray it. Not really gonna detail to clean it. If you want to detail clean it, you can get a glass can of the Zippo light fluid like this and put it into it, and next just shake it. Okay, and then we're gonna take out and make sure it's spin right, and double check again before you put it on, because you want to make sure it's spring okay. 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 Next, using the moto spray, the power shot right here, and to remove the extra Zippo light fluid. Okay. And here's 15mm screw set right here. So let me go ahead, put it on right here, right here, and right here. And then we're gonna put some lockner, the black lockner right here. Here's about 70% of everything. So right now the weight is 75 grams, which is pretty good. I'm trying to control under 105. And so we got another 30 grams we can go. So before I move to the next step, I'm gonna try to figure out how much weight I need for this type of setting. And I'm gonna put all the damper right here, and that's the most heaviest part on the car, and another two right here. I'm gonna using 6 4-size damper. Okay, so it's about 100 grams, 99.145. And I noticed a lot of people, especially in Japan or either in the other country, there's a lot of people, their car actually, it is like about like 100 grams or either 95 or 90 grams even sometimes. But I do notice a lot of people try to saving the weight on the damper. Instead of using 6 or 4-size damper, some people they're using the trim damper, such as the one like this one right here, like this. This is the trim, the damper. So which the mean it is this regular size is like that. So the trim a little bit makes it a little bit smaller. Either somebody using 4 damper instead of 6. So of course you're gonna losing a lot of weight because I don't want to save the damper size to giving a more light, give you a more lightweight because the car is not gonna be very stable. So I'm just trying to do everything being logical, especially the damper size. The damper size I'm gonna using 2 4 sides on back and a 4 sides on the front. Okay, so it's gonna be like this. So right now with damper is about like 100 grand. So I'm assuming, and after finish with roller right here, and it should be around should be less than 110. Okay, so let me just go ahead and move to the next step. Okay, move to the next. Gonna try to set up the damper adapter on the side like this. So it's gonna be go lower right here. So I need to take a look at the dimension first. So just make sure where you're gonna set up your damper at. If you set up a damper right here, you have to make sure it's in the line, and otherwise it's gonna be not legal. So okay, it's in the line. Okay, so you have to figure out like make sure there's nothing block, because you're gonna set this piece right here. So you have to make sure the damper have enough space on the top to can go up. So I'm just gonna mark right here. So this is my cutting point, and it's gonna be about 11.7 millimeter. Okay, and this is the, remember these two pieces, this is the previous pieces which has come from this piece right here. Okay, so we're gonna use that and to using that as the side adapter of the damper system. So I'm just going to lock both pieces together. So in this case I can drill exactly same dimension. So first I'm just gonna drill the hole first. Then next gonna remove a little bit extra pieces on the side right here, because this part of the extra piece hitting the side of here, so I have to remove a little bit to bypass the hitting point. So let me go ahead. Okay, move to the next. I'm gonna using this item number 94791, the aluminum hex mount set. And because I like this one lighter and stronger. I'm gonna using the 10 millimeter plus some roller spacer to mount the side damper adapter on the side of the body damper system. So let me go ahead and open it, and we're gonna using this one, the short one, 10 millimeter. And let me give it a try. First I'm gonna try using a small size screw, putting right here, and this piece gonna be right here. Okay. Next, gonna using a 10 millimeter screw right here, plus a 1.5 millimeter spacer, which is right here. Gonna try make sure it fits. You know what? Let me try this one right here, 8 millimeter first, and go ahead and lock it. Yeah, make sure you lock really tight, because you don't want this piece come off during the race. So let me double check, make sure everything is right. Okay. Okay, just want to make sure this whole system right here has to be, yeah, it's too high. Let me go ahead, change a little bit setting right here. Okay, I'm kind of give up using this one to mount my damper right here. I'm just using a 12mm aluminum spacer plus a 20mm screw right here, and plus one lock nut. So kind of block my the side damper adapter right here, and also I remove part of the side wing right here. So in this case, this piece can pass, you know, the gap over there, so it can move. And kind of drop a little bit the setting right here. So so the lower support of the screw head right there is about a 1.5mm, and the plate over there is about a 2.5mm away from the ground like this. So it's pretty low enough for the setting. And here I'm pretty sure people notice I put the aluminum hex mount right here. This is just gonna, this later I'm gonna put a the 17mm stabilizer on top of that, and that's gonna be my stabilizer. So moving to the next, I'm gonna using this 2mm hollow propeller shaft. I'm gonna do a little bit modification on this plate right here. I'm gonna try to mount this one on top of that, and I can mount my damper on the 2mm shaft. Makes the whole damper system a little bit better. Okay, first I'm gonna remove the pinion gear on the shaft. Okay, and I'm gonna using a Dremel cut about 23mm long, about right here. Okay, next I'm gonna drill a 3mm hole on each side of this plate, and in this case I can insert this little copper spacer right here, and you can find this on the most on the FRP package or either carbon fiber package. Okay, next, after I have the 3mm hole right here, I'm gonna cut it open, and I'm gonna insert this little copper spacer right here. Okay, then I'm gonna using a little bit of crazy glue to mix to glue it. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna sit there, wait for it's dry. So next, I'm just gonna, after it's dry, I just gonna, this 23mm the propeller shaft I just cut, I just gonna insert to it and put some crazy glue and glue that together. Okay, so it's gonna be looks like this, same as the other pieces right here. Okay. To the next, after this piece is dry, and you can see there's a little bit extra pieces right here stick out. So I'm gonna go ahead and using a Dremel and plus the cutter right here to like cutting off like this. Okay, so let me go ahead and let me set one of the pieces on the vise right here. So I'm just going to, let me give you a close angle, you can see. So as you can see right here has the little tip. So I'm just gonna go ahead and change my, using my Dremel, I'm gonna put on a higher RPM, a little bit higher. Just gonna be after cut off, so this piece is gonna be flat, and I'm gonna just gonna put the pinion gear back. And this is more very important thing, after put a pinion gear back, make sure you remove all the teeth using the plastic cutter like this. So move all the teeth, okay, because that's a part of regulation. You cannot have anything potentially will scratch the truck, so that's why I have to remove the teeth on the pinion gear. which is gonna be, it looks exactly like this on the side, like this one right here. Okay, move to the next. We're gonna do the setting right here to putting a damper. We're still gonna do the exactly same setting like this one. We're gonna using two copper spacer right here, and to drill a 3mm hole right here. And then we can insert this one into it, and we can using the 2mm hollow shaft to mount the damper on the top of that. Okay, we're gonna open this package, item number 15206, the 2mm hollow propeller shaft. And then we're gonna go ahead, open it, and cut two pieces. I'm going to first remove the pinion gear on both ends first, because for mounting damper you need to move that first, otherwise it's gonna block you. Okay, just gonna move that two pieces on both ends. Just make sure you're using the pinion gear puller, because with pinion gear puller it's gonna be protect your pinion gear when you remove from the propeller shaft, because we can save that for later if we have another project, and we might use that all the time. Okay, and next we're going to cut. Let's see how long I want it to be. Recommend cut about take a look at it first. Okay, the recommend size for cutting this piece 28mm. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead using the marker and mark 28mm on the shaft. Okay, but it's about right here. Here's 28mm. Okay, same thing to the other end. Gonna mark 28mm. Okay, like this. Then next, we're just gonna using regular cutter and with a Dremel to cut it. Okay, here are the two pieces I just cut off right here. So moving to the next, gonna remove this piece off and put on the machine. Okay, here's the little two hole I made, 3mm, right here and here. So I'm gonna insert this little metal aluminum right here, spacer right here, gonna be like this. In this case, I can glue this piece right here, and I also can insert the um, the stabilizer for the damper right here, so I can mount the damper like this. Okay, so and move to the next. I'm going to trim off a little bit right here to make it a little bit smaller and a little bit lighter. Okay, here just cut off a little bit right here, and also here make a little bit empty right here, so losing about 20% of the weight. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put this one back, and gonna go ahead and move to the next step. Okay, now I'm going to set up the copper spacer on the plate like this, and the same thing to the other side. And I'm going to put a little bit of crazy glue to make it stay on the top of the carbon fiber. Okay, like this. And the same thing here. Okay. Okay, just gonna let it sit for like another 1 minute. And I move to the next, gonna put a little bit crazy glue on the inside of the copper spacer right here. And then I'm going to set up the 2mm hollow propeller shaft into it. Okay, like this. Okay, just make sure it's vertical, using your eye level to make sure everything's like straight, and the same thing to the other side. Okay, okay, like this. So wait for another 1 minute and then until it's dry. Okay, here's the brake looks like. So moving to next, I'm gonna remove the little thing stick out right here. I'm gonna make it flat. So I'm gonna put on the vise, and I'm going to using a cutter right here to cut like this to completely remove the one will stick out. Okay, so let me go ahead. Okay, move to the next. I'm gonna set my brake, and I'm gonna starting to peel my sponge brake off from the set, and it's going to be right here like this, and this is just a part of it. And it really depends on your track layout, and then you're choosing the right type of brake. Because in my next race, my track layout, I already know what the kind of track layout gonna looks like. So I'm choosing this one, the gray one, the very sticky one, and because I need more brake when we have those 20-degree bank slope. So in this case, we're gonna using the very sticky one for that, because I want more brake when it's hitting the bank. Okay, right here. Okay, make sure after that, make sure you remove the extra part on the side. Okay, move to the next. I'm gonna put this piece back to my back. Okay, so also gonna starting to adjust my brake, because when you have brake on your back, so in this case you already know, you have to decide how high you wanted the brake away from the ground. So let me just go ahead, set my brake on the back first. I'm just gonna set one side of the the knot right here. So in this case I can adjusting it. So my plan it is I want this brake about 1 millimeter away from the ground. So let me take a look at it right now. This is 2.5. So I'm going to add some washer or the spacer to adjust the gap. Okay, so I'm going to using a 1.5 millimeter aluminum spacer, which is right here, to make my brake a little bit lower. Okay, just finish seating my brake on the back and double check again, and it is 1 millimeter. Okay, so using the gauge to check. And next just gonna go ahead and put a damper back to the my design place, which is right here. Okay, so this is gonna be my whole damper system right here. And next I'm going to using the pinion gear, which is right here, to put a little bit crazy glue on the top of the tips right here, and a little bit tops right here. Okay, just make sure don't put too many, and put the pinion gear back to the top of the hollow propeller shaft right here. Okay. Next, gonna go ahead and remove the T of the pinion gear. Okay, just gonna using plastic cutter to cut it. Okay, it's gonna be like this. Same thing to the other side. Okay, move to the next. I'm gonna remove the body damper system right here, because I'm gonna setting the roller on the back, and we're gonna using motor shaft to mount my roller. So again, this is one of the armature from the Hyper Dash 2. So if you want to take the motor shaft, you just remove all the, just cut right here. Let me give a better angle. Just cut right here and then cut right here, and then take the take the tip out. And before I remove it, I have to show something. And the people ask me, what's the motor spacer? Here, this is the motor spacer right here. Let me give a better angle if you can see it. Okay, see that little thing right here, the white thing right here? This is the motor spacer. It's like this. So that's the motor spacer I'm using to adjust my gap. Okay, anyway, gonna take this tip off. Okay, next, using a plier to twist side like this, and turn around, twist the other one, and turn around, twist again. Okay, next you just have to easily using your plier to take the thing out. Okay, okay, so it's almost out. See that? And anyway, here's a bigger plier. It's better to work with a bigger version of the plier because it has more grab. So I can just let me twist more on this side and twist more. Then it's come off. It should be easily. Okay, see it's off. Okay, moving to the next, we're going to try. Okay, make sure you keep this little ring right here because we need it. And next I'm going to try see how low it is. Okay, looks like this piece too low. I'm gonna go ahead and hit this one back a little bit and make this part a bit shorter. Okay, just gonna. Okay, so I hit this one back to the bottom a little bit. So let me see. Let me show the difference. See, this one is the original. This one the one after hit. So as you can see, I dropped this ring a little bit. So in this case, I have to mount my roller right here. So it really depends how low you want to mount your roller. So that's how low I want to mount my roller. So it's about 4 millimeter, actually 3.5 millimeter away from the ground. Okay. And let me double check the other side, make sure both sides it's gonna be same. Okay, it's the same. Okay. Anyway, so move to the next. I'm just gonna drop a little bit of crazy glue into the roller hole right here for the 19 millimeter. And I'm gonna go ahead and insert this one into it, and that's why we want to keep this little ring right here. I can using this little ring to giving a better support right here. Okay, because this carbon fiber is 3 millimeter, so you don't have to do any modification. It's already have enough grab can holding the whole shaft, which is right here. Okay, so I'm just gonna put like that and put on the setting board and make sure the shaft is it's level. Okay, so it's level, and also you can look at the other side and make sure it's level, it's not crooked. Okay, so it's level 2. Okay. So we're gonna do the same thing to the other side. Okay. And if you have like a sitting case like the one I have, it's better to you can see if it's level. Okay, so it's level. If it's not level, just using your finger to adjust a little bit. Okay, same thing from the back. Okay, it's level. So, right here. Okay, so I'm gonna put this back to my sitting board again to double check, make sure the both sides have exactly same dimensions. 3.5 right here, and yeah, 3.5 right here as well. So okay, next I'm gonna do the roller installation. This is the roller I'm gonna use for my sitting. Okay. Okay. So after the crazy glue and dry, and right here, and this piece right become really strong, and it's strong enough to holding everything. I'm gonna move to the next to install the roller on top of that. And if you're gonna ask me how to put the roller on top of the motor shaft, actually I have a tutorial teach you guys how to do that before, but still gonna repeat the procedure. So it's pretty simple. You have to put a very, very small drop, okay, crazy glue on the tips of the motor shaft, okay, like this, okay, and the same thing to the other one, okay, and right here too. So after the crazy glue dry, so there's gonna be a very thin layer. It's gonna be create a very fine layer of the shield, which is when you try to put the roller on top of that, it's gonna be really tight. Okay, it can squeeze the ball bearing onto the shaft right here. Okay, so we're gonna wait for another 5 minutes until the crazy glue I just put on the shaft is dry out. Okay. Okay, right here, the glue is already dry, and I also remove a little bit like the motor shaft because the original motor shaft was too long. Because my next race, there's no any digit corner, just only regular corner, is regular jump, regular slope. So for improving the corner speed, I don't want this motor shaft to too long, and I don't want my top roller was being too high, because this sitting right here, it is not sliding damper system, so it is no need to mount roller so high. Okay, so mount a bit shorter can improve a little bit fast on the corner speed. Okay, so for the next, I'm just gonna move my roller. There's a little bit of plastic right here, so I'm gonna just remove it. Okay, the reason I want to remove it because I'm gonna put the roller upside down, so you better to remove it because this thing gonna block me for another setting, which is I'm gonna do for the next. Okay, so let me show you. So I'm gonna put my roller upside down like this. Okay, so this side with the little plastic stick out is gonna face down, so that's why I want to remove it. Okay, so next, just set the roller on the flat surface, and like this. Okay, it's just gonna be set on my car like this, and using some hammer or anything, plier to hit it, gently hit it. Okay, so we'll get into it like this. Okay, so it's really strong, won't come off. See that? Okay, so gonna do the same thing to the other roller. So just gonna be gently set the roller on top of the surface, and this time I'm gonna using something soft like this, like a tissue paper, and right here, and gently hit it. Okay, almost finished there, so I just have the roller on. Okay, so it's basically everything almost there. And the next, just gonna put the two stabilizer, the item number 15436, and I already have the aluminum, the hex mount right there. So basically, we're just gonna be using a small screw to mount that thing on top of the right here. It's just very basic setting on the front. Okay, like this. Okay, let's weight this car first before we move to the next. I'm pretty sure takeoff battery is about 108. So let me remove the battery, see how much weight, how many weight without the battery. And okay, it's about 110. It's 109.95. Okay. So with the clear body, I'm gonna put later. I'm pretty sure it's around 111. Okay, which means it's okay. Okay. So remember, we did the reinforce right here to giving support, and also the we did another setting right here to reinforce the mount point on both sides, and also here we're using the 3mm carbon fiber instead of regular like 2mm. So also we're using motor shaft to mount the roller, make stronger. And the here have very already reinforced, very strong. Okay, and the back, same thing. Back we're using the carbon fiber at the front plate and modify it, makes it lighter and a little bit stronger. Also using the motor shaft right here. to mounting roller makes move a little bit faster, and it's having better reduce a lot of rebound like this. And same thing here, this is new type of design. We cut like this, the V shape. Okay, and we also have two damper right here, 4-size damper. And here front, remember we using the carbon fiber right here to cut like this, the V shape, and then to mount on the bottom, and then we cut the front of the bumper and replace with two small piece of carbon fiber to getting support right here. And we put a 2mm carbon fiber for the front, and we put a little bit small piece of paper right here to make a little bit angle. And for the front brake right here, remember we double 2 popsicle, and let me give a side angle, you can see it. And we double 2 popsicle and make a little bit like smooth angle right here to make it giving better on the when it's hitting the slope, it's gonna be a little bit better. And the next we did it is the transmission right here. Okay, we using a pinion gear to reinforce the transmission right here, and the same thing here. And also we put a small piece of carbon fiber right here, the gear notch right here, to giving a better support. Okay, I think that's it. We almost finished here. So next, the last one I'm gonna do it is gonna put a small piece as the item number 15242. This is gonna be my underguard. I'm gonna mount about right here, because right now my roller there's nothing blocking the bottom, so I don't want my roller get a cut or either getting a drag on the side of the wall and slow me down. So I want to put a small underguard right here to giving a faster recovery and preventing it to get caught on the wall. Okay, so especially right here, see that this sitting right here, I didn't cut all the way, I still keep a little bit. So in this case, the screw head right here is no longer gonna let me get a caught on the wall. So anything hitting right here, drag on it, it's gonna be sliced. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead open this package. Okay, so we're gonna using this piece right here, and then we're gonna mount this piece right here. Okay, and of course we're gonna cut it and then make it a little bit smaller, because right now it just don't really fit to here, because this piece right here is blocked the back wheel right here. So we're gonna cut. And I think I have a tutorial teach you how to cut this piece, but I'm still gonna do that again. So we're gonna cut, we're gonna follow the line from here to here, and gonna completely remove all this right here. Okay, and the same thing to here, gonna remove it like this. Okay, so here we're gonna do a little deep hole. Okay, here it's gonna be removed a little bit to losing the weight. Okay, so just gonna go ahead and using a Dremel. If you want to know how if you want to know the detailed cutting of this one, go to my YouTube channel. There's a tutorial for cutting the underguard. Okay, just finish this little piece right here. So we're gonna go ahead and set this one about right here. Okay. Okay, just finish this piece right here. So you can see this piece actually block my roller. So once anything get a cut, this thing gonna be first contact with the truck and it's gonna slice. Okay, so basically everything almost done here. The rest of them have to test it on the truck to adjust the brake and also adjust the front brake and some roller setting and the damper setting right here. So just have to be because when you finish it is just basically it's just like 90% finish, but the actual fine adjust you have to done on the truck, because you have to test this kind of truck, make sure, like suppose your track layout have a lane change. So in this case I have to change the angle right here to make a little bit angle on this side. Okay, so in order to I can pass the lane change, and also the brake setting. So it really depends what kind of track layout we have. So I'm gonna tape part of it just for adjust the grab. Okay, so anyway, I just finished here today, and I soon I'm gonna make another video for the test run for this car. Okay, here's the car.